Hello my dear friends, this is a PaintyKat channel and my name is Catherine. Today we will continue to paint by number. This is a DIY kit. It's asters flowers, and I already painted a little bit of leaves here on the left side, but this pink big flower we painted yesterday. It's still on the same stage, so let's continue. Usually I am painting on table, and to make it more use, I will fix canvas. It's stretched canvas on frame, on wooden frame, because I don't like when if my canvas, going there and back as a habit. I also grabbed some tea to spend some time with you. So let's start. I also have colored checklist to see where and what shape petal I'm painting right now. It's nice because not all kits have it. It's nice because I am same time doing blurring or blending, freestyle blending, because I don't like too sharp borders between different areas, different colors, and I'm blending it while color's still wet. So let's continue. Yesterday I found a question about where I found the stories about meaning of flowers. As I told you yesterday, asters got name from a really beautiful and sad story from Greek mythology about Persephone, daughter of Gaia, goddess of earth. And I can tell you it's kind of popular part of stories, and also you can find lots and lots of them and lots of information about meaning of flowers in Wikipedia, because in Victorian age means age in England of Queen Victoria. It was a really popular thing to make flower compositions with a special meaning. Aster, flower aster, means on a flower language, means different kinds of love. If you want to present someone aster, you will show the person you giving this flower that you love this person in different ways, in passion love, and with a really gentle love, and also soul life, tender love, lots and lots of different sides of love. Sides so many as many petals aster have. For example, if you will present chrysanthemums flowers, that means you wishing many years of life, so many as this flower petals have, right? It was very popular, and it called florography, I believe, florography in English, and you can, as I said, you can read it in Wikipedia. Also very important, if you're making this kind of composition with meaning, person who will get it have to know how to read your message through this composition. Nowadays, I think not many people knows about meaning of flowers, but most of them, for example, roses, that means passion and love. We all know about it, right? So in this with this flower, you will never get misunderstand it. I love roses as well, And also I saw one of very beautiful paint by number by Shipper. It have a rose on it, laying down on the water. And paint by number also have a reflection of it. Very beautiful one. Process going really smooth here. It's just painting. You choosing the proper number, choosing the area on a canvas, and just putting the color on it. But I like to blend it. Look, I like to blend it and make the border really smooth. It's this freestyle kind of blending only possible to do while your colors, your dyes, acrylic here still wet. It's also possible to blend and smooth colors even if you already completed. For example, you have done your paint by number like months ago and want to do some smooth coloring, for example, for sky, for clouds. You can do it as well, just to use the way of painting I demonstrated in my tutorial on my channel. It's calling zigzag. I called it by myself because I think it's just, you know, it's just looking like a zigzag moving when you're doing it. And it's also a very easy way of blending colors. And it's, if you know how to use it, if you learn how to use it, it will give you a really smooth and realistic look. Even if it's still, you know, it's still paint by number, but it's possible to do. It's looking as a professional artist work. I also saw in my life paint by numbers that was looking just as a painter professional art, because people who don't happy with the final look just by number, they spend it more time to get exactly look as it was on original painting. It's also possible, trust me, and soon I'm gonna to add this kind of paintings. I lost number 14. Here it is. I will add this kind of examples of work also on my Facebook page. So if you wanna look on them, please join me on a Facebook. I will share it to you. It's lots of work, but it's really nice looking. And I can tell you, in time you making this blur and blend and color blending, smoothing, you taking lots of experience how to work with the colors. And after it you can you know, you can try your own paintings. See, petal here, not everywhere blended. It still have sharp edge of petal, this light one, right? But petal inside have some areas blurred. That's, I think, the best way to make this kind of flowers. I really like to use it here. It's not fits, you know, the all compositions. No. I'd say it's good for paintings where we have big objects, like here. Petals here really big. It's even huge. Look how huge it is. I think it's bigger twice than a normal size of flower. And here we can show the true beauty of each petal one by one, right? Let's move. I have here absolutely not painted yet. I want to, yeah, this way you will see it completely. Let's fix it. Usually, see this flower almost ready, except this area. And this flower not started even yet. Usually I'm starting from the center of flower. Why it's so? Because after it, each petal will go on it and then again on it, you know, layer by layer. So first it's time to color center. Here I don't really like the quality of greens because it's a little bit transparent, you know. Yesterday I had a questions if I need to make a second layer. About greens, I have to say yes. Here you probably will like to make the second layer as well, because it's not about numbers visible. No, numbers here cover it well, because numbers, it's not a black color. For example, number 5, it's slightly colored in same shade as we have in a container. So bright green means bright green here, number 8. It's a production company way of print color numbers. Very useful. I'm really happy on it, because sometimes even cheaper that I like this company. They making very nice products, but sometimes even with those paintings I had issue to cover numbers. Today I also bring this kind of correction pen to show you, to demonstrate to you what it's doing. For example, if you're working with a paint boy or any other kind of Chinese painting, it's not the best quality sometimes. And colors, now let me show you with the green. Oops. Yeah, sometimes happens, but I have some wet wipes here. Let me clean to, you know, to be more accurate. That's it. Let me show you here. See these numbers? It's a black one. That's what we usually have on a normal paint by number. And if I color it green, it's still visible, because as I told you, greens here are transparent. So what we have to do, you taking correction pen, not take just a normal corrector. It's too thick, you know, too thick. We need thin corrector as a pen. The number, see, let it dry, and after you will color it, and you see no number at all. So please check your local stores about this kind of correction. It's a correction pen, as I said, because it's really thin and have a very nice coverage. So if your colors not covering numbers well, you can use it. I mean, why not? Because most of the time not all shades had an issue with coverage. Most of the time it's just 1 or 2 shades that you know, not giving us fun to work with it. Just to use correction, why not? And also you can check if you have white acrylic and it's good enough about coverage. You can use it instead of correction, also instead of correcting pen. Also nice working. I'm not using water, as you noticed. I'm using the wet wipes. It's because of some reasons and mainly because I like to watch some movies same time and when I'm watching it's computer close to me and water can you know, spread around easily, as I just did with the colors. So just I decided to use wet wipes. This is white and green middle center of flower. It's kind of big area of white. That's it. And after it, it's pink starting. It's number 2 and others. 2, it's dark pink. If you're looking for any paint by number as a gift, for example, choose not hard and really big objects on it, because people who don't paint it before, they will, you know, they can have, so it's number 4 now, again white, yes, again white, then they can, you know, get easily lost with the small areas. Here I also have just a normal checking list, this one, but areas on this painting really big, and I like to work with it. I also like dimensions. It's American production company and they have just a lovely, you know, lovely paintings, but that's they not easy, mostly because they have a mixing process. We can use some mix. Let me demonstrate you one. It's very nice working on big areas. For example, like I have here. Look, it's big area with white number 4, and close to it it's a number 3. For example, you painted both of them, and this is number 3, and you're thinking how to do smooth area between them. What we're doing, take some palette. I have the plastic one here. Take number 4, which is white, take number 3, which is pink, and mix a middle shade on palette, and now put it between these two. See how smooth it is. It's nice working, for example, if you have a really different shades. For example, you have to mix pink and green, or black and white. You know, it's very contrasted to each other. It's will hard to blend it by freestyle blending, but it will go nicely if you will use this stripe way of painting. Stripe because you know, we mixing middle shade and making stripe between colors. It's also some other kind of mixing. For example, it's working well on big areas like sky or foregrounds in landscapes. It's possible to blend colors with a sponge. I don't really like sponge blending because it's not well controlled. Sponge usually too big, and you have to blend huge areas. Let me see, this is petal I'm doing now. So this is white color here. Usually when shades are really close to each other, That's no need to use a stripe way of painting, way of blurring, right? Here we can do just a normal freestyle blending. You know, you need to try once. Once you will try it, you will see how easy it's going and how faster your work is going. Before this kind of painting, I was spending around 2 weeks for each paint by number, and with this fast freestyle blend, it's usually less than 1 week. My best fastest painting I did, it was 6 hours, because but it was a smaller size, it was A4 size. I did it as a gift for friend. It was poppies, flowers. It was so fast, you know, because I didn't clean brushes a lot, because it's also taking time. Even if it's just 10 seconds. But if you're cleaning your brush 10 times for 10 seconds, it's, you know, taking more and more time. Here I'm not, you know, even not cleaning brush a lot, just a little bit. Okay, this big petal done. I think this part no need to be blended, so it's really nice. I have a color checklist, so here I will not blend colors, but I will blend to next one here, like this, and petals looking absolutely realistic. I really like flowers as interior compositions, you know, paintings I mean. My favorite is still lifes and flowers. It's just fresh. I haven't lots of flowers around me in real life, because I'm living in a big city. And number 15, but it's already, look, it's already in the next petal here. That's mean we don't need to blend it to each other. Border between these two areas had to stay sharp. That's it. I'm not cleaning brush a lot, but I'm not taking a lot of dyes on a brush. For example, I just took number 3, put all of this on a canvas, and now not cleaning brush, just going on the next color and put it on a canvas. If you put your brush too deep in a container, you will take a lots of dye, right? Go on a 1/3 part, just a little bit, just a small end of brush. Let me demonstrate to you. See, it still have pink. Go a little bit. It's like a half now. It's possible to take even less. And you have only white here. And you're not cleaning brush, not spending time on it, and you're getting better result. Because it's looking more natural. Natural flowers have no stripes on the petals, most of the time, of course. We have tulips, you know, those kind of Holland tulips with the striped petals. It was very popular on the still lifes in a golden age of Holland art. I really like still lifes of those time. Really hard and compositions with lots of objects on it. It's like fruits and flowers and birds, and sometimes some nests of birds on it. some rare fruits even are just looking really beautiful. Most of them are my favorite, one of my favorite artists, it's Snyder's, has his surname. He was painted still lifes. We have a collection of his art in the local museum here. It was my favorite room in museum when I was a small kid. His composition's so colorful. Let's see, this is a number 4, but I can't see it's here. It's dark pink, and here it's number 4. That can't be. Ah, it's number 14. I just covered number 1. Yes, it's dark pink. That's it. What do you think? I think it's looking lovely. I have not much time today in the daytime, so maybe we will color with you for 30 minutes. By the way, all my streams still available on my channel. You can read below this video. I will put links for all parts of streams, so even if you missed any, you still can find, and I will keep it on my channel in a special playlist. So welcome, check for it. Really, you know, need to be accurate about not to blend sharp borders between different petals. It's only, you know, it's only the moment you have to remember. Blend only inside of petal, but not blend petals between each other. Other way, if you will blend petals together, you will lose the shape of flower. More hard to paint faces, portraits. We also have portraits as a paint by number, but normally people don't have stripes on their faces. We have, you know, we have smooth faces. So flowers, it's, you know, it's up to you. You can blend it or not, but about faces, I'd say it's most of the time really needed. So if you want to paint painting with people on it or kid on it, really think about to learn how to blend areas. It's a really technique of paint by number. Somehow most of the time people thinking they no needed any techniques to work with a paint by number. That's not true. Because, for example, if you working with the seed beads, right? Even as a starting artist, you just starting to do it. You still, you know, go into internet, trying to understand and know some techniques. But about painting by numbers, somehow most of the time people thinking you're just following instruction. But if you will open the really for example, extraction of dimensions, you will find instruction how to blur. So yes, production company thinking you will learn how to do it. That's it. I like colors here very much. I think artists who repaint all paintings of MOSFA it's a production company I'm coloring now. It's repainted by professional artists. They have professional artists in company, and they not doing just straight tracing. Tracing, it's a process in Illustrator. It's a Photoshop Adobe program. You can put there any picture you like and trace it to this kind of areas, but it will go just you know, mechanical. Areas will be too sharp with strange shapes, and it's not possible to color. Most of the time Chinese paintings I see, especially old one, you know, some way I find out even Chinese company now, they sometimes repainting areas with hands. Artists, they repainting, so they adapting now paintings better. I started to color by numbers, to paint by numbers about 2 years ago, and for first it was a really just normal transferring from Illustrator as it is, as a program did it, without any correction by hands after. Now quality is better. Even China making now better quality. And there is a small area with a dark shade. That's it. Here are lots and lots of small tiny petals, so need to be accurate not to blend wrong areas. I think this is solid petals here. That's it. Really looking beautiful. If you are handling open containers as I did now, many of them see, after you painted like 1 hour, you have to put 1 drop of water in each container and mix color again, and I demonstrated on my previous stream. It's very important not to let these colors getting too dry, you know, because it will be hard to paint with it. Work really going fast. I think 1 or 2 days and I will complete it. And need to think about frame. I can tell you, frame, it's showing the true beauty of your painting. If you're thinking to get frame or not, you know, better to get, because good frame, if it fits well to your painting, it can even turn to view of your painting on a better side. I have a video about different kinds of frames. I'm not sure it's on a channel yet. It's with this, it's with subs on it, not in English. I will check it for you guys, because good frame very important for painting. It's not to be, you know, it's not about price. Good frame doesn't mean it's expensive frame. No, it can be plastic. It can be not looking expensive, nothing gold or something like this. It's just need to fit painting you have. It's a very important question. You know, even white list of paper can look good in a proper frame for it. And modern art, by the way, it's also about how good it's looking in interior. It's a question of frames also. Oh, it's so small areas here. Let me check. What do you think? To what way move better? I think to this one. It's looking bigger because for me it's hard to see small areas here. I have a looking glass, those one that making picture bigger, and it's helping sometimes with the smallest areas. I think here I will use it. Normally I'm not using glasses, but sometimes it's helpful. It's also possible to find at stores that's selling things for hobby, for example for seed beads, those special glass making areas bigger. And always, if you're painting, use good light, you know, really nice light, because it's not healthy for eyes if we painting with the darkness. And it's a dark time outside already at my window. It's winter, so it's really getting dark so fast and soon. It's big petals, really pleasant to paint, and here we will do a blending again between different areas. That's it. Violet shades a little bit transparent, a little bit transparent. I can't see a number after, but I see some stripes, some whitish stripes. I like the quality of dyes. Some colors, especially if you're painting Chinese painting by number, it can give white dots, calling white dots effect. That's mean after your color dry completely, some white dots visible. It's a pores of canvas. If color, if dye have too many medium inside, medium it's a special acrylic liquid that making that's giving acrylic color better coverage. We have lots of mediums, different mediums for acrylic colors, but sometimes if it's you know, not best mixing, it can give us effects we don't like, we don't need. For example, white dots also. If you will have white dots after your colors completely dry, you have to paint a second layer. Yes, that's true. But if you're working on a board, not on a canvas, on a board, you will never get any of white dots. Dimensions, cheaper, they making paint by numbers on paperboard. As for me, I prefer the canvas one. I think it's just, you know, it's looking more artistic somehow. And it's giving better feeling as you are really artist. That's it. Big petals really going fast. This is the green color. It's number 12. So I will not open it, not color it with the number 12 now. I prefer to paint object by object. For example, all flowers first, and then move to leaves. The best way, especially if you're not making video or photo of your painting process, it's going plan by plan. For example, background first, then middle, and then foreground. And it's how the normal painting, usual painting going. It's first it's background, and then ground by ground, closer and closer to view. That's it. Number 13. Here I almost no need to blend, because area so long and thin, and the color is blending by itself somehow. Also, I don't really like the quality of brushes in this kit. Here in this kit we have 3 brushes. This is the smallest one, and I use it mostly. Also, I have a middle size, and the biggest one, this one. It's absolutely new. I didn't use it at all. And I can show you, look, if you can see, it can go left, right. It's because the wooden part have no varnish on it, so it's contacting with the water, going bigger and smaller. That's why this part not fixed well. How to fix it? You can use this kind of tool and just push it here, and that's it. Now it's fixed well. But I'm not, you know, I want to paint without any issues at all. And if I will present this kind of kit to my mom, for example, I'm not sure she will do it. I'm not sure she will able to care about fixing. Most of the time Chinese have the same, so as you see, I already have the experience how to fix issues with the brushes. Also, sometimes I like to buy extra brushes, a little bit of better quality than we have in kits. I already demonstrated to you a review about brushes from AliExpress. It's better quality, much better quality, and it's not expensive. That's it. Big petal done. So easy painting, you know, I'm so happy I got it. It's just a pure pleasure. My son's still sleeping, so I have a bit time to paint with you today. Most of the time I'm painting in the evenings, when my family is sleeping. Interesting to know at what time you're painting the most. For me, when my son was even younger, nowadays he visiting kindergarten, but when he was smaller than this, than now, right? He was sleeping twice in a day, 2 hours each day sleep, and I had more time to paint. Now it's not so, of course. And blending a little bit. There is a really strange shape of petal here. It's curving this way. I think it's looking good, even in this shape. And small bright end of petal here. And that's it. Look. It's end of petal. So this one completely done. Oh, guys, I think I'm going to do a break now because I want to get some tea. But we will continue with you. I think on a weekend, maybe, I will put some announcement on my channel, so please check if I have any. Just join to me, and also remember all our streams available on a channel still, even if it's ended. Wish you all the best. Bye bye.